list, right? We have the hit
Yeah.
list on the screen right here, and let's start off with it, bro. Manny, you want to go?
Yeah, let's so
Yeah.
me and Proud were actually talking about this list and we already touched a little bit about JMX during this thing. But before we kick off the list, I just want to know what's little cat emojis for? Is that like a pussy stamp? That's what me and Proud called it.
It's a pussy. It's a
It's
pussy.
a okay, so the pussy stamp. Okay, so I'll take that in mind. But let's start off with GMX, undefeated YT boxer and entrepreneur. What do you have to say about him?
Bro, this kid's the biggest pussy I've ever met in my life. This kid wants he fought. He says I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. He fought Ginty, and Ginty dropped him to the canvas, and nobody wants to talk about that. I retweeted that like 4 or 5 times because I was like, bro, let's not forget. I've never been dropped, and I fought the best guy. You got dropped by Ginty, who I think he's a really nice kid, but he's built like a milk bag. And then the kid went on there and was tweeting at you. You did so great, bro. Good job in your fight. A guy that
Oh
he had
god.
just fought. There's no way. I was saying it before anything that this guy's taking easy fights to pad his record. He says, "Oh, I'm 5-0. I'm undefeated." You're 5-0 against who, bro? Who have you fought? And that's where I put like the little pro fighter thing right there because they claim to be these pros. And I'm 5-0 against. You're being a pussy. He wanted me 2 weeks after my first fight with Corey. He wanted me to fly all London, lose 30 pounds in 2.5 weeks, fly all the way to London and fight him on that card under Happy Punch, who he is signed with, and that's the only way he would take and for $10,000. He basically
Damn.
he basically wanted to pay me 10K to fly over there in my weakest state. So no food, I have to overtrain. He knows I'm 230 something pounds. To be at 200 pounds is unhealthy. Like that's damn near death for somebody my size. Like look how shredded I am now. Imagine what am I gonna lose? Just straight muscle off of me? 30 pounds of that? I wouldn't be existent. And like that's the only way that he would take the fight with me. And then he went online and said I was ducking, and I posted the screenshots saying, one, I'll drop 10 pounds, I'll fight you at 220, or two, pay me more, and I will put my body through that just to come beat your ass. And they didn't want to do either one of those. And then he goes online. The night that he fought Ginty, he's at the club celebrating his victory, and he's online talking shit to me and Harry as if we're building condos in this kid's head, like rent free.
That's nutty. That's nutty. And dude, the next guy you put on your list, I love this fight for you, bro. Harry Jowsey. I think that fight makes so much sense. But correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you guys boys?
Yes, I like Harry. I think Harry's one of my best friends. He took me under his wing when I came in to the influencer scene. We're both on TV together. We're both are part of Netflix. The thing about it is the reason Harry's on this list is because obviously there can only be one king of reality television.
Yeah,
He's up
okay.
there, so I gotta beat him. To topple that, he's a really nice guy. But like, here's the thing: is like I want to show the difference between fighting a pro fighter and fighting somebody that's just like me. I think that that's a good fight because it'll show the differences and challenges that a lot of these guys are taking. Like I'm fighting pro guys who have these fighting backgrounds, and then I put a guy like Harry on there who's the same as me, and then I'll show you the skill difference between me and Harry to show you that I am a good fighter. Now compare me to somebody that has the same experience as me, and I'll destroy them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
no,
makes
no. I
sense.
think you'd beat the fuck out of Harry Jowsey. But the next guy, Paul Bamba, that you put on the list, I don't know. I think that's a tough fight for you.
You
Why is
can't
he on the
forget
Paul
the
list?
pussy
Bumbo.
stamp though.
Yeah, he's a pussy, bro. Here's the thing about Paul. He talks shit online. He picks all these fights with these people. And like, yes, Paul is on there as the third fight for a reason. So it gives me time to like learn and to craft. I want him at the end of 2023. I want this fight. He talks so much shit to, Tommy Fury. He talks so much shit. The guy's 170 pounds. I don't care how big, large, whatever. Like, he could gain as much weight as he wants. But like me knowing how to fight, I don't care how much experience you have in the world. He doesn't have enough power generated in his body to do anything to me. And like I said, it only takes one hit to change the course of any fight. You know what I mean? Like if you look at some of these photos you guys have clipped in here, like those aren't even good form punch photos. Now imagine I get my weight behind it. Imagine I step through to that. Imagine a 70, or an 84-inch arm, a massive hand just coming at your face with correct form and correct power. It doesn't matter who you are. This guy, Paul Bumbo, is not Canelo. He's not Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? I'll show up and I'll fight this guy with my fighting experience, and I think it's a good test to see where I'm at, even then. And I think, I beat his ass. Then what's he gonna say? You know what I mean? What are people gonna say then? Oh, you fought a guy smaller than you. Okay, you fought a guy like Harry. Okay, and then I fight Paul, and they're like, okay, what are you gonna say now? What are you guys gonna say now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I also see here fourth on the list. By the way, is this list in like order from like who you want to fight, like first to like last, or is this just no given?
There's necessarily no given order.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I mean, like obviously I wouldn't fight Paul Bum's ass like first, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's in the
Okay.
mix. But
Yeah, that makes
but
sense. You got the
yeah.
boy minikon here at fourth. I also noticed that he commented something I believe down here. Yeah, he said, "Oh, I'm a pro now too." What do you have to say about minikon or miniature con? Is that what you wrote?
Miniature Con, yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass, bro. Like I'm gonna beat Minicon's ass, bro, because he claims to be this best heavyweight out here. I'm gonna have to go beat his ass and humble him too, because he be talking too much on Twitter. I don't really like what he's doing with his hair, whatever that fucking shit on the back of his neck is. He fought like what the fuck's his name? Nicky Knack Paddywhack,
Yeah.
who has never fought in his life, and Nick kind of did the same thing as I did and gassed out, except like. I don't think that fight was that great, to be honest. Like I was very unimpressed. I think his punches are slow. I think in the influencer boxing scene, I'm gonna have to fight Minikon one of these days, and I'd rather just get it over with and go beat his ass real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
And yeah, you know what? Some of these fights we can do face to faces right here on No Limits. I would love to do that.
That would be
Oh yeah, I'll get on here.
absolutely
I'll
amazing.
you get Minikon on here, I'll tell him to his face. I'm gonna come beat
You
his
gotta
ass.
get the boy minikon back on No
Paul
Limits for a
Bamba,
face to face.
Minicon.
I'm gonna let him know that I'm ready to come beat his ass.
Damn.
I think the Josh Bruckner rematch is self-explanatory, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's 100%. I want the rematch. I need that rematch. I think it's only fair. I think if that guy is willing to fight me with no fight experience, he should at least give me the opportunity for a rematch. Like, bro, you beat me. Granted, you fought me when I had no experience. Give me some experience and give me my rematch. That's only fair. That's the only fair thing I can think of with that. If I was willing to take the fight after nobody would fight him for 2 years, then I think by him he should at least accept the rematch.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.